are you doing? Okay, let's do our hello song. Are you ready? Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hola, 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 ¿y cómo estás? Muy bien, espero tú también. Shake hands, shake hands, shake hands next to you. Shake hands, and say how do you do? How do you do? Now, we are on our 10th week of e-learning. Yay, 10 weeks. And so what does that mean? That means somebody has joined me on the sofa, doesn't it? So let's see. Can you see who's new this week? Let's see. I don't think it's Mouse. We've had Mouse for a few weeks, haven't we? Oh, look who we have here. Hello, it's Parrot. And I actually can't remember the name that my daughter gave to this parrot, but she's a beautiful colour, isn't she? So let's see. If it's 10 weeks, how many animals should we have with me? How many do we have? 10 weeks? Let's see. Should we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 animals. And do you know the other thing? The other thing is that last week was the last of our phonemic awareness sections. So the Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers was the last one. So I thought for fun we would go back to the very, very first one that we did. And that was way back, week 1. So that was in the fall, wasn't it? We started this in the fall. So you have come a long, long, long way. So let's see what nursery rhyme we had for the first week. And it was Old MacDonald Had a Farm. We've got a few farm animals here, haven't we? We've got horse. Here's a sheepdog. Mice like farms a lot. Cat, rabbit, sometimes out in the fields. So let's see. Guys, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O, with an oink oink here and an oink oink there, here a pig, there a pig, everywhere a pig. Old MacDonald had a farm. So, why don't we sing our ABCs? Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Okay, let's see what we learned all those many weeks ago. Now remember, rhyming. Repeat after me the words, and then it's a ding if it rhymes and an if it doesn't. Are you ready? Cow, how? Ding, chick, wick. Ding, pig, wig. Ding, rat, cat. Ding, duck, luck. Ding. Okay, let's do some more, shall we? Quack, rack. Ding, cat, bat. Ding, fox, box. Ding, pig, wig. Ding, rat, mat. Ding. So all of those rhymed. So we started off with just rhyming words, and then we started to learn which words didn't rhyme. So do you see how far along you've come? It's brilliant, huh? Now the first sound in a word. Cow, k. Duck, d. Pig, p. Horse, h. Cat, k. Let's do some more. You've got this. Dog, d. Moo, m. Bark, b. Neigh, n. Good job. Now, this is where we say two words and then we make another word out of those two words. Remember? So repeat after me, okay? Outside, outside. Birdhouse, birdhouse. Farmhouse, farmhouse. Inside, inside. Anytime, anytime. Nowhere, nowhere. Something, something. Good job. Now the last sound we hear in a word, okay? Sheep, p. Duck, k. Pig, g. Cat, t. Dog, g. On, n. Rat, t. Quack, k. Oink, k. Bark, k. Fox, x. Good job. Now this is where we say a word and then we split it into two words. Okay, so follow me. Doghouse, dog, house. Anyone, anyone. Inside, inside. Nowhere, nowhere. Birdhouse, birdhouse. Farmhouse, farmhouse. Good job. Now, this is where I'm going to say a word and then say another word and you put the two words together. Okay? Are you ready? So say farm, add house and you get farmhouse. Say out, add side and you get outside. Any, add one and you get anyone. Some, add where and you get somewhere. In, add to and you get into. Every, add thing and you get everything. Bird, add house and you get birdhouse. Some, add one and you get someone. Well done. Now the last one is where I say a word and then you take off the first word in it, okay? We'll do an example. If I said farmhouse, without farm is house. Good job. Birdhouse, without bird is house. Doghouse, without dog is house. Let's try this again, shall we? Something without thing is some. Someone without one is some. Somewhere without where is some. Good job. Now I got some of my favourite books here that we are going to read. So the first one is Rufus Goes to School. Here's Rufus. So let's have a look. This is the front cover, isn't it? What's the name of the person that writes the words? That's right, they're the author. And how about the person who does the illustrations of the drawings? That's the illustrator. So here we have the author is Kim Griswold and the illustrator is Valerie Gorbachev. And what do you think Rufus is? What are the clues that we see on the front of the book? Rufus is probably, I'm thinking a pig, isn't he? Do you think he's going to go to school? Do you think he wants to go to school? Let's have a look at the back. Here's the back. That gives us a clue to the ending, doesn't it? Look who's sitting in the school photo. So that kind of gives us a little clue, doesn't it? Looks like it's a happy ending, doesn't it? Okay, Rufus Goes to School by Kim T. Griswold, illustrated by Valerie Gorbachev. Look. Now that, to me, is a wonderful place to be. It's cool because you're under the shade of the tree. You've got a nice picnic basket. You've got some food. And what do you think he's doing? He's reading, isn't he? He's got a book. So this actually is telling, although there's no words in this picture, it tells us an awful lot, doesn't it? Do you think he likes books or he doesn't like books? Yeah, I think he likes books, doesn't he? He's given up playing with his toys in order to read a book. Let's see, shall we? Rufus Goes to School. Every day, Rufus Leroy Williams III turned the pages of his favourite book. He looked at every page and he made up stories to go with them, but he could not read the words. Rufus knew just what to do. He would go to school and learn to read. But first, he needed a backpack. Early the next morning, Rufus scuttled down the street to school. He peeked through the front door. Then he trotted down the hall to the principal's office. He was greeted by the principal's secretary. Principal Lipid's secretary knocked on his door. "There's a pig to see you," she said. Rufus stepped forward. "My name is Rufus Leroy Williams III, he said. "I have a backpack and I am ready for school." The principal shook his head. "No pigs in school." "But why not?" asked Rufus. "Because pigs track mud in the hall. They turn their drawings into aeroplanes. They play leapfrog in class, and they start food fights in the cafeteria." Rufus frowned. "But I have a backpack." "Makes no difference," said Principal Lipid, and he showed Rufus to the door. Rufus Leroy Williams III really wanted to go to school, and he knew just what he needed. A lunchbox. Right before lunchtime, the secretary poked her head into Principal Lipid's office. "The pig is back," she whispered. "My name is Rufus Leroy Williams III, he said. "I have a backpack and a lunchbox, and I am ready for school." The principal folded his arms. "No pigs in school," he said. "But why not?" asked Rufus. "Because pigs knock over the block towers," said Principal Lipid. "They hide under the teacher's desk. Pigs draw stick figures on the chalkboard, and they chase their classmates during recess." have a backpack and a lunchbox, Rufus frowned. Makes no difference, said Principal Lippet, and he waved Rufus out of the door. Rufus Leroy William III really wanted to go to school, and he knew just what he needed: a blanket. During nap time, the secretary opened Principal Lippet's door. Sir, Rufus Leroy Williams III rushed past her. I have a backpack, a lunchbox, and a blanket, and now I really am ready for school. The principal sighed. I told you no pigs. Wait, said Rufus. I will never blow milk in my bubbles or finger paint my classmates. I will not stand on my head during nap time or leave nose prints on the windows, and I will come to school every day. Sorry, the principal shook his head. No pigs in school. But I have a backpack, a lunchbox, and a blanket. Is that all? Asked the principal. Rufus frowned. What else could he need for school? I have this. Rufus held up his favorite book, and I want to learn to read it. Ah, Principal Lippet smiled. That makes a difference. He escorted Rufus out of his office and down the hall. This is Rufus Leroy Williams III, the Principal Lippet announced as they entered a classroom, and he will be joining your class. Hooray! Shouted the boys and girls. Rufus Leroy Williams III put away his backpack, his lunchbox, his blanket, and his favorite book. He was ready for school. Rufus loved learning the ABCs, especially the letter P. He loved learning the 1, 2, 3s. He loved lunchtime and nap time. But Rufus loved story time most of all. Because it gave him room to dream. There he is. Now look at this. I think this is a different time of day. What else can we see? Look at the apple. Well, that was one of my favorite books that we read this year. So tomorrow, maybe we'll read 2 favorite books, and then the day after that, why don't we read 3? And then we will end up with my favorite book of all, the Would You Rather book. Okay? Have a good day. Bye.